Okay, so here's the standard. We got to do TNA. Let's boo.
Boo!
Boo.
Hardcore country.
Ugh.
Ugh. Sorry.
All right, so TNA's got a new pay-per-view, Victory Road, uh, which I honestly did not realize was this Sunday until I was flipping through the channels and I came across Impact and they were running the little promos for it, and it was just kind of that when that feeling when like the bucket of water hits you in the face and you're just kind of like, oh man, I really should just hang myself later on today, that kind of a thing. Uh,
I would
but
say you got a lot to live for, but
yeah. So actually, I'll give them a little bit of credit. The card doesn't look too bad. I mean,
from a certain angle, when he's
I mean,
yeah,
if you
doped up,
compare it to last year's, it looks a hell of a lot better.
I'm telling you,
which is not
TNA is
saying.
like a period. You just wish this thing would go away once a month. It's horrible.
This is from a guy's perspective, people.
Yeah.
so let's go
You
right
can't
into
go
it.
Rambo on it.
Uh, the way I mean, as much as I think that some of these matches do have potential, I still have to classify this as possibly the match of the night, and then it will all go downhill after it, and that's the X Division Championship between Austin Aries and Zema Ion, who I still don't know why they're making a storyline out of this Jesse Sorensen thing.
I
But
have to add it in there. Fuck you, Zema Ryan. Continue.
but the as far as this match is concerned, if Austin Aries doesn't win, I'm gonna be very surprised and very confused. He needs to retain the title here through any means necessary. I don't really care, but should be a good match if Aries is like able to do everything that he normally does.
Or
So
doesn't get killed.
yeah. So who has predictions this week and who is opting out?
My
Well,
prediction
go ahead.
is that Zema Iron gets fired after Dixie Carter comes to her senses. And if that doesn't happen, then I think we just need a big dude to come down and rape him. That's me. Have
Uh,
Batista come and going, "You're supposed to be my friend!
what are you, my piece of ass?
Basketballs!"
I'll just run you through my average Sunday night because it's more interesting than a TNA pay-per-view. At this point, it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time for those of our fans out in Central time. And at this point in my Sunday night, I will most likely pick up the latest issue of Playboy and snap one off.
High five!
Do you have predictions for this, Braden?
Well, I could just go ahead and shoot the breeze, but I probably won't be watching the show. So I
You
really
lucky
hope
bastard.
So I hope since Austin Aries has been reigning, I think he's like breaking some sort of record as X Division champion,
As the
180
longest
days.
reigning in the company's history.
which is kind of sad since it's like not even 200 days. But yeah, let's hope he can break 200 days. I hope he retains. Like Zema continuing to get heat after breaking someone's neck and a push off of that. That seems kind of sick to me. So yeah, let's just hope that Aries retains his belt and doesn't get his neck broken.
Then let's go to the tag team championship. Crimson and Matt Morgan try to get their belts back from Magnus and Samoa Joe. I'm going with Magnus and Joe, and there's only one reason why, and that's because Crimson and Morgan need to feud with each other, and they can't do it if they're the tag champs. So, as far as I'm concerned, Joe and Magnus are only holding it until they figure out another tag team to take the titles from them. And Crimson and Morgan, either Morgan loses this match for them, or they fight and get disqualified, or something like that. Crimson is not getting pinned. Uh, so I'm going with Magnus and Joe.
Well, the way I see it, I could give I couldn't give two shits on this whole tag match because the funny thing is they just need to put the division back together because I'm not even going to go too much into it. Uh, Magnus and Joe and Matt Morgan and Crimson just need to go somewhere and have gay sex. Be more interesting.
So what are you going to be doing at this point in the night, Days?
Well, at this point, it'll probably be like 8:15, maybe 8:30. I'll order a pizza, wash my hands because just snapped one off, and then yeah, I'll probably just order the pizza, wait around for The Walking Dead, and smack my head on a wall because that's more interesting.
What do you think, Braden?
What happened to Samoa Joe? Why the hell are Crimson and Matt Morgan even teaming up in the first place? Let's just hope that Morgan and Crimson lose. Joe and Magnus to retain the titles. For whatever reason, they're teaming up. Did they only team up to take the titles from Morgan and Crimson? I don't really care. Yeah. Joe and Magnus to retain in their random partnership. Cool, cool. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Samoa Joe. You big sexy Samoan.
Joe's
You
going to
got
kill
to have the
you.
word "some bitch."
Some bitch.
There
We
you go.
have another tag team match, not for the titles, obviously, even though it would make more sense because these people seem to be more of a tag team. You've got Kazarian and Daniels facing AJ Styles and Mr. Anderson.
Asshole.
I'm, I don't know. I'm going with Kazarian and Daniels just to kind of keep this going, I guess. Should be okay though. What do you think, Mike?
In terms of TNA's shitty booking, I would say Anderson turns on Styles. They turn it into a three-man match, and Styles cries like a little bitch in the ring. Why am I being booked like this?
What do you think, Braden?
Mr. Irrelevant.
Wait for it. Irrelevant.
Or how about Mr. got fired and went second rate?
Second rate.
Second
Rate.
rate.
Uh, wasn't he like off TV for like 3 months and just kind of disappeared for a while because they had nothing for him on TV? So now they just stick him with Styles to give him something to do. Maybe they'll have them win face team victory. Yeah, yeah.
That's
You
a
should have
TNA
stuck.
team.
Shouldn't be dropping Orton on his head. You probably have a better career right now, Kennedy, or not get injured all the time. There, yeah.
Now I'm hoping at this
WWE
point.
never pushed him.
I'm hoping at this point that you're eating the pizza, right, Dace?
Yes, and watching The Walking Dead. Rest in peace, Dale and Dale faces.
And also Shane.
And Shane. I miss Shane. God, he would be an awesome TNA wrestler.
Yeah, he would be. Zombie.
Don't give TNA ideas. They'll do Walking Dead.
The zombie from
Uh,
ECW returns.
Yeah,
Calling it now. He returns.
it'll fucking happen. Don't say it.
Zombie
You're welcome.
becomes
You're
TNA
welcome, Tony.
champion and cuts a bad promo.
Brains.
Then we've got the TNA Knockouts title. Gail Kim defending against Madison Rayne. Gonna go with Gail Kim. What the hell? Why not?
Wait. Gelkin versus Madison Rayne.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. How the fuck am I supposed to know? It's TNA.
It's just like when they like 1 minute losing the tag titles to Eric Young and ODB, wouldn't it be more? Wouldn't it actually be more interesting if she was defending the title against ODB?
Don't question. Just smile and nod. Just smile and nod. That's what they do around that round table. We're gonna do this.
Seriously, Dixie,
Yes.
this is
I
the
like my
reason
paycheck.
why some guys just want to rape you.
Just smile, nod, and don't pretend that you're an owner of the company because apparently that'll really piss off Eric Bischoff, according to what happened with.
Bischoff could suck my dick.
Well, it's a little side note here. Eric Bischoff was complaining on Twitter saying that Jeremy Borash, so he's been told.
Actually, correction, on his Facebook page.
Oh, it was Facebook? I thought it was Twitter.
Because he could say more bollocks on his Facebook page, even though he's a fucking twat.
Well, I think he deleted it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, because people got hot at him for it.
right. Well, he was complaining, saying that somebody had told him, I think it was a bartender or something, had said that Jeremy Borash is going around saying that he's one of the owners of the company, and Bischoff took great offense to that, and he said something to the effect of he's like a low rent 2-bit player or something like that, who's lucky that he has a job. And of course, everybody went against Bischoff and defended Borash on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me go into rant mode here because everyone knew this was going to happen. Eric Bischoff blocked me on Twitter because I kept bombarding him for every little stupid comment he makes. It's bad enough he makes anti-Obama comments because he's part of the fucking 1% that end up making shitloads of money and doesn't want to pay any fucking taxes. But the guy just keeps going on stuff he has no fucking idea about. Bischoff's been there for what, 15 minutes? And Borash has been there since day one. Borash, unlike Eric Bischoff, has always taken a back seat for everyone else. Borash is actually fucking credible and should be used actually to, do the backstage interviews and stuff like that because he knows what he's talking about. Unlike Eric Bischoff, who's still living off his WCW fame and has done nothing to make the company actually work. You know what, Eric? Here's a fucking idea. Go fuck yourself. Seriously. You're
I
knocking
mean,
a guy who probably does have a stake in the company, right? Even if it's a small, little, irrelevant percentage, he probably does own a part of the company. The fact is, that company has changed hands more than once, and that company has literally been surviving off of Panda Energy because Dixie Carter wanted her little toy to play with. Out of everyone in that company who knows actually how to book wrestling, I would trust Borash over Bischoff any day. Because the fact is, the only thing that Bischoff's ever done that actually made his product interesting was say yes to someone else's idea. That's it. He never came up with the NWO. He never
he
came up
takes
with
he takes a good amount of credit for it, though. He makes it
exactly.
seem like he was the complete brain behind the NWO.
Well, that's exactly like Vince Russo took a shitload of credit for booking WWE's Attitude Era, where the fact is he had the filter that was Vince McMahon. Bischoff had the was the filter for all these other guys, like Kevin Nash and all that. Just because you could throw around a shitload of money and made sure that your product was better than the WWE, it's not rocket science. Tony, if I gave you fucking billion gazillion dollars to book a wrestling promotion, probably would actually get better ratings than the WWE if you basically fucking just got every single old Attitude Era guy in this promotion
All right, let's put that
working
to the
for you, even
test.
though they
Give me the
can't
money.
exactly, even though they can't fucking wrestle. So the fact is, Bischoff has done nothing to make anyone like proud of what he's done, and the fact that he makes comments on someone who has worked his arse off since day one for TNA is fucking bullshit. And Bischoff, I hope right you don't renew your agreement because we all know that you're doing this just so you can get your stupid little boy on TV and just so that you could actually work on a proper working agreement with Spike TV because you guys want a cable fucking show, right? Fuck you. Fuck Bischoff Hervey Entertainment and the fact that you guys can't even write a scripted program, let alone you're doing all these crappy reality television shit. And fuck every little comment that you say because as far as I'm concerned, your opinion is as relevant as my arse crack.
So basically, you're thinking Gail Kim's winning.
I would say Gail Kim.
All right, Braden.
Fuck you, Eric.
I'd say Gail Kim. Yeah, definitely.
And what are you going to be up to, Days?
Oh, at this point, I've lost track because Mike's got me scared. Last time the English were this mad, they kind of went to war with us and burned down our White House. So I'm just gonna.
I'm Arab English. Think about it.
Oh God, you took down our towers too. Shit. I'm just going to. I'll watch the product.
A model plane into Eric Bischoff's house.
Oh, jeez. All right, so the next match is James Storm against Bully Ray. I gotta go with Storm.
Storm. He's got to look
Okay,
good
let's say
going
something
into his
positive.
cage match.
Is it me or is Bully Ray on fire?
Oh, he's kicking
Literally.
ass,
Yeah, he's like the best thing in TNA at the moment.
which is sad.
Exactly. To me, I don't mind. Storm should get the win in this because he needs the momentum. But I'm going with Bully Ray.
And what are you gonna be up to, Days?
Walking Dead's probably over. So I'll probably snap another one off and then go to bed.
Oh, you need to take another shit.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta drop a deuce. I hadn't done that night
Drop an
yet.
Eric Bischoff.
I'll drop an Eric Bischoff right into that big old TNA pot.
And then the final two matches of the night, we've got Jeff Hardy against Kurt Angle. I'm going with Hardy on that one.
So the druggie versus the druggie. Brilliant.
Actually, technically, the alcoholic versus the addict. Really?
Actually,
Yes.
technically, it's all a conspiracy against Kurt Angle, right?
Well, I
They should
mean, his
team
Twitter
up.
keeps that Twitter keeps getting hacked. I
Yeah.
mean,
They should do like a team up and call them like the DUI brothers or something. They should be
what a
wrestling like two fake cop wrestlers who are
Big
trying to bust them.
people like
what a
Big Boss Man.
The trafficking boys.
So Dace is asleep at this point.
Nah, I'm probably going to be on Facebook trying to have sex with somebody. So
Yeah, he does that to me all the time.
Do it or
yeah,
not, there is no try.
I'm like,
and Michael's going to be like, no, 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 no. I'm trying to watch TNA because I want to make sure Eric Bischoff like dies. Sorry.
The final match of the night
the
is
career is.
Bobby Roode against Sting. Now, Braden, you said that this isn't for the title? I didn't know that.
it is not for the title. It's just a no
That's
holds barred match.
fucking ridiculous. Ugh.
Again,
So,
See,
if it's not for the
TNA,
title, I can see Sting winning. But if it is for the
taking.
title, Roode's winning.
all I gotta say is, if since he's not in a mainstream well, it is kind of, I guess. I can't really give it that much credit, but I mean, Sting, it's just so irrelevant. He's just stay in a non-wrestling role. You know, don't completely retire like from, or maybe retire from in-ring wrestling, because wow, that's all I
Well,
gotta say. Taking up spots
what
right
I'm,
here.
what I'm going to say is they're taking a role which is the authority figure storyline, and they're supposed to basically book this so this thing's supposed to last a year because really it's supposed to be the point where Rude and Sting will eventually fight later on, while Sting does everything he can to get that belt off of Rude. They haven't done that. They've decided to rush it, announce that he'll be facing James Storm at the next pay per view. So we already know that he's got another match coming up. So why are we going to care about this storyline?
Oh god, if they announce that, then what the hell? Of course Sting wins, and then Rude's all pissy and all that because
I
if it
got
isn't for the
screwed.
title, then Sting definitely can win. God damn it, TNA.
Exactly. So
And they
you've
wonder why I
basically
don't
got
watch
this.
fucking Impact.
You got this storyline going on which has no relevance whatsoever. So the fact is, Rude is getting really undersold as the world champion on the brand.
So they're gonna
Um,
have mid-50s Sting likely go over the top heel world champion
here we go.
right before his next major title defense.
Exactly.
Awesome. Awesome. I
Unless it's
mean,
one of those things where Sting beats the shit out of him the entire time, and then at the last minute, Rude does something to get the win.
Again,
either one of those. I mean, I'd love to pay money to watch that. I mean, what a main
you
event.
know what they should do? They should just basically advertise it as Mickey James, Brooke Adams, and the rest of the sexy knockouts are just going to basically do a strip tease and have a lesbian gangbang in the ring. Any money, it will be the largest buy rate in TNA history.
Without a doubt.
You
Definitely.
know, it would probably like get on par with one of WWE's worst selling pay per views.
December to Dismember, right?
Exactly. So at the end of the day, you don't that the just think of it this way. On iPay per view, Ring of Honor's best selling pay per view was 2,000 buys. That's on par with a TNA pay per view on fucking cable.
Sad.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm going to be unfortunately watching this pay per view, and I'll have my results and review coverage up live running with the pay per view. But
It'll be in between Tony Mango basically saying "kill me."
yep, for the most part.
Yeah, and I refuse to watch TNA, so I definitely will not be watching this pay-per-view.
I'll be reading spoilers because I've after the last TNA debacle, I decided to stop watching TNA altogether
And if anybody
until the
out
product.
there, if anybody out there wants to cover TNA for me on Smark Out Moment, please let me know. I will gladly let you do it.
He
but
would, even if most of it would be incoherent posts of you saying that you'd want to fuck an Asian chick. He'd still let you do it.
probably. But that's about it for episode 20. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I want to put across a couple of things. Firstly, Nigel McGuinness is still collecting money on Kickstarter.com for his The Last of McGuinness project that he's doing. Again, you don't have to donate much. You can donate anything from $1 to £1 or whatever. I've said most of it on my vlog. If you want to check it out, I'll make sure Tony leaves a link at the bottom for it. Also, check out
Either that or post it as a response or something like that, and I'll let it go through.
I'll do everything I can to make sure that link is on the page. Secondly, nerdgenius.com. Check out my blog. I'm going to be posting something tomorrow. I haven't been updating it rather regularly at the moment because I've got all these little shows and pilots and stuff that I'm doing at the moment. Rewriting the book's coming, guys. So I should have it done by this Sunday. Scout's honor. I've just been basically making sure that everything is right in regards to the rebooking of this storyline because I don't want to sound like I'm from TNA and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Because I'd rather basically want to make it sound coherent. Fourthly, I'm currently going to be entering the competition for this Ridley Scott YouTube thing. It's going to end by the 31st of March. If anyone's interested, you're from the UK or even from the United States, I want to try something risky. I want to put together a classic story and do something good in terms of a short. So if anyone has any ideas, you want to put something together, you want to go in on this with me, it'll be brilliant because the prize is 500 grand. So you get to basically put together a project worth $500,000 backed by Scott, and having him as an executive producer on one of your projects would be fucking awesome. So if anyone wants to get in with me on that, just leave a comment. And you can also message me at my YouTube channel, youtube.com/thenerdgenius, or get a hold of me on Twitter at Michael Burhan.
Braden?
Nothing really to pump this week. I'm pretty good. So just enjoy the show, everybody.
And
also
Dace?
youtube.com/spoodbeast.
Right.
SPOOD.
BEEST.
There you go.
And Dace?
Follow me on Twitter. I'm actually using it now, and it's awesome because I'm hilarious. You'll like me, trust me. At the Dace Man. It's at THE, if in case you couldn't spell the word the, DACE, and MAN, just in case you couldn't spell the word man. Follow me on Twitter. It's hilarious. I'm traveling all the time, and I like to post every thought that I have.
And most of his comments about him taking a shit.
Yeah, they pop up there occasionally. So lucky for you, I only shit once a day.
And hookers. Plenty of hookers.
Oh, yeah, hookers.
So
And I
that's-
got in a fight with Joe Villa, the WWE publicist. You can check that on there on Twitter as well.
Well, and all that wraps up episode 20. I don't have really anything else to talk about. Just make sure that you check out smarkoutmoment.com. Check out all the other things associated with that. Try to pump out as many plugs for Smark Out Moment if you can, if you're a supporter of it. And check back episode 21 next week, where we're going to go over the TNA pay-per-view results and then whatever else happens during the week. So go vote on the tournament. Go to the website. Like it on Facebook. Leave a comment on all these kind of things, and we will see you next week. This has been another Smark Out Moment. We're being counted out. See you next time.
Outro. This is Basic Endonomics. This is Basic Endonomics. Outro. Yeah. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me, whether for watching or spitting. My wrestling issues unforgiven. Got the business bent over like a raping its position. An altitude anthem. This is what Justina ate. Is sexually molested. This is like your prom date. I give you skills. It's really ill to watch you think. Teams hit the floor. The new fight joint like a broken needle, kid. You're missing the point. We dominate this content all on YouTube. So give us some hits and like the comments and subscribe.
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
What?